trades. Today we're going to look at BTC and Ethereum. So without further ado, let's begin. We have had our wave A, we have had B, and now we are in the C wave. How far is C expected to go? So we can use the volume profile to determine this, or we can use Fibonacci levels to help us at least approximate where this wave or where this move that we are currently in will go to. So as we can see, we have nodes such as this one. So these nodes indicate areas of value. So currently we have broken out of this resistance, and we can see that we have a gap, and with gaps we see price just cut right through, because there's no resistance in there. So the next point that we might face resistance is around the 19,000 area. Okay, so what kind of targets can we create for ourselves? Let's use the fib. So from the bottom to the top to this point, and we're going to create a target for the both of us so that we can use it in our next video and see how price reacts to these levels. So price tends to go to the equal length area, which is the following. So equal length, this leg coming down, and from this point we should make a leg up equal to the first one. It's not always the case, but at least that's our first target. So from here to this level, which is our first target. Price may extend to the 20,000, but well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's at least focus on the first target, and we'll see how price reacts to this level. And it's nicely coincides with the node that we have on the volume profile. Let's remove that. So we have these. This is the area of interest, the lower bound. We can mark it. Let me mark the lower bound so that it looks very nice and easy to understand, and the upper bound. So when price reaches the lower bound or in the box, we'll see how price will react to this area, and we'll judge from there whether the move is going to continue to the upside or downside. But I'm expecting price to drop as soon as we reach these levels here. So we have had the following. We have had wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 around here, and I'm expecting a pullback and price to finally reach that area. And when that happens, we will be completing this structure here. So from here, we've had 1, 2, 3, a connector, and 5 waves up to this area or to here, and I'll be expecting a move to the downside. For now, we bulls are in control. We might have a slight pullback. Actually, we have gone past the usual ending point of wave 3. So wave 3 usually terminates around the 1.618. So if we measure from this low here to the top to the bottom, 1.618 is around this area. I'll mark it so that it's visible. So this is the line right here. This is the 1.618 area. We have extended, right? It was supposed to end here and retrace, but we just cut right through. And this is, I'm not surprised that we cut through. As I earlier mentioned, you see the gap, right? When price breaks this resistance, it just goes right through. So it sometimes predicts pumps, so to speak. Not all the time, but sometimes it does. All right, so we are in wave 3. So we have wave 1 here, wave 2, and wave 3, expecting a pullback, and finally price getting into that area. When price reaches that area, that's when I'm going to be probably thinking of a short, because I'm expecting the BTC to drop from here. Okay, so let's remove, I'll leave it there. So on a 1 hour time frame, I wanted to at least estimate how low we can go. So if this we have hit resistance, so it seems, so we can for now assume that this is wave 3. Let's see, where can we get? So price can pull back to around, let me mark that as well so that it's visible on the price scale. I'll mark it red so that it's okay. So 17,593, which is quite a steep pullback because we have had quite a strong move to the upside. So I might not be expecting this big of a move to the downside, but this at least is my buy area if I'm going to ride the remainder of the move to the upside. At least this would be my target. So that's basically it for BTC. So expecting a pullback on the 1 hour time frame. Sorry for changing the charts so quickly. On the 1 hour time frame, I usually use the Elliott wave to do my charts, but there isn't much information on the 1 hour in the pullback. So we're going to just wait and see what happens there. So in a nutshell, we're expecting a pullback. And if we have a pullback, I'll upload another video analyzing what we have there and try to give more precise points of reversal to ride it all the way to these areas we have just drawn right there. So in short, a pullback and a move up. And from there, we're expecting BTC to drop. So let's try to look at, okay, let's go back to the 4 hour. Yes. Okay, nice and clean. Let's go to Ethereum. So for Ethereum, it's playing, it's the same thing as a BTC, only that it is almost approaching the equal length area. So we have had also on Ethereum a move up, pullback, and another move up. So let's measure that with our Fibonacci instrument, Fib extension tool. Okay, so it's almost at equal lengths. If you can see, this is one at 1,426. That is equal lengths, meaning this from this point to that point. Well, let me do this from here. We get that, and from here, right, from this point here. So it's almost reaching equal lengths of this A wave. So we might get a pullback from there for Ethereum, or if BTC pushes higher, we might expect Ethereum to move all the way, maybe to the 1,400 area, even possible to reach 1,500. As you can see, we are in the gap. So the gap, the next nodes start around 1,500. So we're likely to hit resistance when we reach these levels. All right, so let's quickly label them. We have our Fib level, Fibonacci extension 2. There we go. We're going to draw our target right here. So starting from equal lengths to 1.618. And we're going to mark the lower and upper bound so that you'll be able to see the price targets, okay, or the range at least. So as you can see, it's almost there. So we might expect a move down for Ethereum, or if BTC pushes higher, we might see Ethereum extend to the 1.618 area, which is the upper bound, or the equal lengths, which is the lower bound. Okay, so to label this using the Elliott wave, we have 3 waves up to there. We're going to label that as A. We have a connector, B, and finally awaiting C, right? And we will tell, we're yet to tell where C terminates. So we'll be using BTC as a guide. So analyzing this structure that we have our A, B, and we're currently in the C wave. I wouldn't be buying Ethereum at the moment because it's approaching a reversal point. So it wouldn't be wise to get into Ethereum right now. It would be better to see what happens when we reach this area, and I'm expecting a drop. To be honest, I'm expecting Ethereum to drop when we from here. Then from the drop, that's when you can think of buying Ethereum, or buying Ethereum basically. But I wouldn't be buying here because we're too close to resistance. Same applies with BTC. BTC has some more room to the upside, unlike Ethereum, because as you can see, BTC hasn't yet broken the top, the previous top, the previous high, right? It's just right about there. So we're expecting a pullback and a break of the top into those areas. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening, watching. Please subscribe, and I'll try my best to be updating you as often as possible on intraday settings. We're not going to be looking at the daily, weekly. We can look at them just to have a better understanding of what is happening in the markets, but my main focus will be intraday trades. And I'll be uploading a couple of times a day so that you can see the changes that are happening in the market, and this might help you make your own decisions and trade, whether too long or too short, depending on what you feel is right for you or according to your technical analysis. So thank you very much once again. Subscribe, and see you in the next video. Cheers.